Hello YouTube, I am Prepper Princess, the author of Living on Almost Nothing. If you are interested in If you are interested in purchasing this book, I will go ahead and leave a link down in the description box below. Also available in paperback form. All right, everybody, so today I want to talk to you a little bit about how the little expenses can add up to huge savings. I have talked in the past about, not that everybody's doing it wrong, but I think that people are looking in the wrong places to save a lot of money. I always say that you should start with the big stuff first. That is calling your car insurance company and seeing if you can switch to liability only, calling AAA because they seem to have the best rates, switching your cell phone from $75 a month to $15 a month for Mint Mobile. Link is down in the description box below if you're interested. I've had Mint Mobile for years. I absolutely love them. I think that they're great. Going to healthcare.gov to see if you can get a lower rate medical insurance. Your credit cards, student loans, car loans, medical debt, calling them to see if you can get a lower interest rate. We're probably not in the right economic place at this time with this crazy inflation to get a lower rate, but that's something that you could have done possibly a couple of years ago during when we were unable to leave our houses. Mortgages, a lot of people will have the ability to refinance at, well, not in this market, but refinance at a lower rate. Calling your internet provider. Now, this is where we get into the smaller stuff. You can call your internet provider, ask for a lower speed, ask for an unadvertised lower speed at a lower cost. Sometimes, about 80% of the time, they will have a speed that is not advertised that is a lower rate. Another thing that you can do is you can buy your own modem instead of... We know what he was about to do. Hey. Instead of renting a modem on a monthly basis, oh my goodness, puppy dog life. Instead of renting a modem for $10 to $15 per month, you can buy one outright for about $50. And once you use that modem for 5 months, anything after that is pretty much just a free modem. It's a discounted rate of $10 to $15 per month. Every tiny little bit adds up. There is using expensive soaps, lotions, makeups, when you realize that the ingredients in those things are the same, identical or nearly the same as the lower cost option. I'll give you an example, Tide Pods. Tide Pods, I believe I saw them for about $25. I get mine Amazon Essentials for like $8 or $9 for I think like 150 loads. And those are the pods. And I think that it's like more than double the amount of pods for less than like 1/3 the price. So you're getting 6 times as much, if not more. Soap. So we live in a consumer culture where corporations have been pushing their products on us for a really long time. Their commercials make you feel like if you don't use their product, you are dirty, you're disgusting, you don't care about the way you look, you don't care about germs. I actually saw a commercial one time that pretty much insinuated that if you don't use Clorox wipes, you don't love your children. That was a crazy commercial, and I was like, what? This is insane. Using non-disposable products, using disposable products, so paper towels instead of rags, paper plates, paper napkins, paper bowls, plastic spoons and forks, disposable diapers, sanitary napkins. All of those things can be purchased, or they don't even have to be purchased. They can be made out of free stuff that you already have sitting around the house. People will make you believe that if you use Herbal Essence shampoo, you're going to have a really good time in the shower. Well, with or without that shampoo, your shower is going to be as good or as bad as you want it to be. But people, that we've been programmed to believe that if we do not take a shower every single day using their products, their soap, their shampoo, their conditioner, their shaving cream, their exfoliating gloves, that we are dirty and we're disgusting. But scientific analysis and research states that we should only be taking 2 to 3 showers per week, and that is for optimum health. That helps our bodies retain and produce the oils that are supposed to be natural in our body. It helps us build immunity against different viruses and different bacteria. And these companies want you to use their products. Companies also advertise for using they make it difficult to follow the instructions on laundry. You have a cap full. Most people fill the cap and put it in there. You're only supposed to use this much. There's a little line on the inside of the cap, and who reads the directions? But there's a tiny line that's about this much on the inside of the cap instead of a full cap. That's what you're supposed to be using in order to clean your laundry. The majority of the cleaning, again, scientific research, is from the agitation cycle and not the soap. If you use a full cap of soap, you're actually leaving the soap suds inside of your clothes, which attracts more dirt and more grime, so that you have to use more of the product in order to keep getting the dirt and grime out. It's a continuous cycle. So things like that. Things like takeout food. Takeout food is one of the biggest ones, and pretty much it all, to me, tastes pretty much the same. We know it's bad for us, but we eat it anyway. We know it's expensive. It's 10 times more expensive than anything that you could make at home, and it's 10 times more unhealthy, yet we still do it. It's time to plan ahead. Hey, if you like Pop-Tarts and potato chips, I have got nothing against you. Buy a big bag of potato chips and some Ziploc bags, and instead of paying $1.25 for a little tiny bag of potato chips at the vending machine at work, you can pull out your Ziploc baggie of potato chips and you are good to go. And let's see, if you get a bag of potato chips for $4, it makes about 10 bags. So 40 cents a bag versus $1.25 a bag. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot, but this adds up over time. I mean, if you're working the same job for 20 years, and you're buying a bag of chips or a candy bar every single day, that really, really adds up. If you're paying $10 a month for a modem where you could own your own and not pay that bill, that adds up. Think of how much that costs over 20 years. People talk about cable. Cable and satellite TV is the biggest waste of money. We have high definition antenna, Wi-Fi frequency, crazy antennas that you can put even in the back of your TV or on the outside of your house. That'll get you free local channels. If you have internet service, you're watching this. So everyone who is watching this, 100% of people watching this have internet service. So if you have internet service, you might as well, get the smart TV or purchase a Roku box. Again, link in description box below. For about $20, $25 for a one-time charge, you can get rid of your $200 cable bill forever. That is, $200 per month over a long period of time. And people also don't take into consideration the cost of what that money could have been. So if you're spending $200 a month on cable, most people see that $200 sign and see it in their savings account. Well, what if you took that $200 and you invested it at a 10% rate of return? In 10 years, that $200 is $400. In 20 years, that $200 is $800. In 30 years, that $200 is $1,600. So compounding interest really is the eighth wonder of the world. And if you invest your money, or instead of just saving it, you're actually accumulating a whole lot more wealth. Things like getting rid of your clutter. I am all for decluttering. I am a semi-minimalist. I don't like stuff. I like hearing an echo in my house. I don't want a whole lot of tchotchkes and clutter and junk and things that I'm not using cluttering up my house. So when you do go to declutter, when you go to clear out that storage bin, why not put the stuff on Craigslist? List your furniture for a reasonable price on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. Get rid of it, make a few bucks in the process. You don't have to go through the hassle of having a yard sale. And as a bonus, you get to have a much more clear space freeing up your space, freeing up your mind, freeing up your finances. It is such a huge deal. Other things I talk about conserving, just simply plugging your things into a power strip. When you go to bed at night, turn off the power strip, and then when you come back home from work the next day, you flip the power strip back on. And over a 10, 20-year period, you're looking at saving anywhere from $50 to $100 a month. You know, $1,200 a year over 20 years, that's like $25,000. And again, if you would have invested that difference, that $25,000 over a 20-year period, it's $100,000. So these little tiny changes really, really add up. When it comes to your food, never buy prepackaged stuff. If you like the TV dinners, make your own TV dinners. They have Rubbermaid tubs. You can spend a one-time cost of like $5. Get your separated Rubbermaid tubs, put the main entree and then the side dishes on the side, and then make your own TV dinners so that when you come home every day, you have your choices of different TV dinners. And it doesn't have to be just one where it's chicken breast and green beans and potatoes. I mean, you can have like 4 or 5 of those, but then you can have 4 or 5 of hamburger, fries, and I don't know, peas. I can't think of anything else. But everything that is out there that is available at a premium price, you can make yourself for a minimum of a 75% discount. And you can take that additional 75%, either save it at a high interest savings account, or you can invest it and it's going to compound like crazy over time. And remember that the best way to give yourself a raise is by decreasing your expenses. You actually have to work less hard. It takes effort to spend money. It takes time to spend money. It takes effort and time to go to the store to spend money. It takes effort to get on your computer and go check out Etsy and Amazon and eBay. It takes effort and it takes time. And then you have to wait for the product to get here, and then you have to store the product, and then you have to take care of the product. It is just so much easier not having the stuff cluttering up your life, cluttering up your time, your finances, cluttering up your brain. Oh my gosh, it is so much. You just have a much more efficient and streamlined life when you don't have all that stuff in the way. All right, folks, don't forget that every single purchase that you make is a decision, and you don't have to make those purchases. You don't need new clothes if the ones that you have already fit. Do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out. Well, times are a little bit hard. My budget is really, really low right now. So I am having a deviled egg, a quarter of an egg salad sandwich, and turkey soup that I made, homemade turkey soup. And this is my dinner. Come on, Nala. Come on. Come on. Get in here. Get in here. What are you doing? What are you doing? You got to bring in every tree that you find? Is that what that is? Oh my gosh, you're so silly. You're so silly.